So I know what you're thinking. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun track day video with the Turbo RSX. Wrong. This video was supposed to come out after the finale of last year's autocross video. But remember when we did this? No more fooling around. We went ahead and went with the M Factory 1-to-4 drag gear set, carbon synchros, and a Wave Track LSD. And then this happened. I broke second gear again. That all started at NCM. I don't think this is any cause for an alarm, but second gear did grind. Oh yeah, you should be alarmed. So let's back up for a moment and start at the beginning.
Yep.
So this Import Alliance started like none other that I've been to before. It was kind of surreal in a way to be involved with this type of driving at an Import Alliance event where I've always just kind of been a spectator. I can't begin to tell you how stoked I was to be able to have the opportunity to get out on track. That is precisely what I built the car for. So this being at the very end of 2025 after doing autocross for the entire year was pretty amazing. Despite the overall tone of this video, I don't want there to be any mistake made. I had an absolute blast at the Corvette Museum track. This was the most fun driving that I've ever experienced in my life, and I cannot wait to get back on some kind of track in the very near future. But with that being said, the reason that this video did not release directly after the autocross video finale of 2025 was because I have been fighting this second gear issue since this very day. So let's walk through the issues that I had during this particular track day. To my surprise, there really weren't that many issues with the car. As a matter of fact, praising the car a bit before we get into the issues, it performed extremely well against the other competitors. We were not allowed to freely pass each other in the intermediate class. We had to do point buys, like a lot of time attack races. So I was able to get around 90% of the field once I got more comfortable with the driving and the track layout in general. As far as the issues that I had, I really only had two main issues. What you're watching right now is my first stint. This is the first heat of the day for me. So the first issue that I noticed was that my car began to overheat. Now I do have my overheat protection set pretty low in K-Pro. Fact of the matter is that the car was getting very hot. Now, as I stated in the previous video, at this point in time, I'm virtually just replacing parts on the car that are as old as the car is. One of those parts that you could guess is the radiator. And I do have an aftermarket Mishimoto thermostat that probably helped me more than I realized at this point in time. But lap after lap, the car got hotter and hotter and hotter, and at a certain point, it got too hot for me to be able to continue. So I had to take several cool down laps before I could lay into the throttle hard again. As long as I made sure to keep my eye on the check engine light whenever my overheat protection would kick in and it would drop power out of the car was absolutely fine. I could drive leisurely, throw it in sixth on the straights, get some air moving over the radiator, and the car acted totally fine.
Smells like speed. Wow, wow, those tires made a difference. I could scream. I kept screwing up that one corner. Oh my God, that was fun. How fast did you go down the back stretch? Oh, I hit like 105 miles an hour. I only hit 98. Dude, you ran away from the back stretch. C3, I hung with him the whole time, and he kept slowing me down on the straight. And I ran right by him down the backstretch. They just can't keep up. Oh my, I have such a headache. I'm on like such a high right now. All right, I feel way better about today now.
I don't think this is any cause for an alarm, but second gear did grind. So let's have a talk about my second issue. So what you just heard was my second gear grinding once again. Now, I've had issues with it grinding in the past, but usually when the grind happens, the initial grind is the synchro not being able to match the speed of first gear. In the past, whenever it has grinded really badly and I force it into second under hard acceleration, it strips the gear out. Well, now that I'm not running OEM Honda gears and I'm running the M Factory 1-4 gear set, the gears are much stronger now, so I haven't had any issues out of the gears themselves, but that synchro is not matching speed for whatever reason. That was exciting. My only spin out of the day, mind you, but a very humbling and very educational experience nonetheless. So back to the matter at hand. I didn't want to make this video until I had some more concrete data for you guys, and unfortunately at this point in time, I still don't. What keeps happening is that I keep splitting the second gear synchro. I wanted this to be a fun video about the first experience that I had driving the Turbo RSX out on a real life big boy track. And unfortunately, this is what I was met with once we got the car home. So, you know, the events of the day transpired, and then I drove the car all the way home from Kentucky, which isn't a too terribly long drive, but it's longer than anyone expected the transmission to survive after we opened it up. So we got the car home and dropped the gearbox out, and this is what I was met with. Not only did the second gear synchro split, it split the bulk ring, and if you can see in the back of this photo, it also split the first gear synchro as well, which is the only time that that has happened. I did some research on the issue. I didn't really find many answers to my specific problem. I assumed that the break-in period wasn't done particularly correctly, so I simply ordered 2 brand new first and second gear synchros from Synchrotech and threw those suckers in there. It's got the transmission put back together once again, got it installed in the car, and drove the car for a couple of months, albeit not putting a ton of miles on it during the winter season, but we didn't have any issues out of it until the day I drove to the alignment shop. Second gear started grinding again. I went ahead and participated in that week's autocross event. I only used first gear for the entire day. I got the car home, dropped the gearbox once again, and lo and behold, what was I met with but another split second gear synchro. At this point, I'm at a complete loss. I like to think of myself as a fairly logical person. I really enjoy working on cars, wrenching, building engines, as you guys know through the history of the channel. But I am not a flawless person. I can make mistakes, and I believe wholeheartedly that I can fix those mistakes if I can understand why they occur. This is one of those rare occasions where the issue is not completely apparent. I am still to this day not sure why this keeps happening, and I have been given much advice from a lot of people on the internet, and a lot of it doesn't make sense, a lot of it contradicts, and I am still just at a complete loss. So at this point, I enlisted the help of my good friend Aaron, the guy with the super fast Mark V R32. So we put our heads together, and with our collective experience, we ended up building the countershaft together at his shop. What we ended up doing is we decided that the actual synchro itself was too tight against the second gear cone, and we ended up taking some material off of the carbon lining. Once we got it to the point of it feeling pretty good, because we were basically comparing it to the first gear synchro at this point because I haven't had any more issues out of it, We ended up reassembling the countershaft, getting the transmission put back together, and I got it back up in the car and took it for a test drive. During that test drive, I made it a point to not get into boost whatsoever. I wanted to properly break in that second gear synchro. Now keep in mind, first gear, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth are all broken in at this point. Everything with them has been working flawlessly. And the second gear itself looks perfectly fine as well. The only issue that we've been having, like I said, has been the second gear splitting. I got the transmission back in the car, like I said, and I took the car for about a 30-minute drive. In that time, I stayed in second gear as much as I could to properly break in that specific synchro. Driving through town, stop and go traffic, stoplights, stop signs, you name it. On my way back home, I was about 10 minutes from the house. I pull up to a stoplight, I put the car in first, I go to take off. I shift into second gear, and wouldn't you know it, second gear grinds once again. That brings us full circle. That is where we are at this very moment. So I don't have a clear answer for you guys. I've thrown a lot of parts at this transmission to try to make it more reliable with the Turbo K24. I've spoken to a lot of big names in the Honda community. The two most concurrent pieces of information that I've been getting is that I need to double check all my clearances, and I need to run brass synchros on first and second gear. So in the next video, I'm going to be going back to Aaron's place. We're going to be double checking all of the clearances in the transmission, and we are going to be swapping in 2 brass synchros for first and second gear. Fingers crossed that that fixes the issue, but we'll know more in the next video. I was really hoping that this NCM track day would have been a little bit more of a fun video to make. I wish I would have filmed more than I did, but the day was absolutely jam-packed. And hopefully next time we're out on a track, the transmission will behave like it's supposed to. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to get this figured out. I appreciate each and every one of you, and have an awesome day.